I don't ask about the sounds anymore. It's easier to finish my day and collect my check. The boss says it's just the pipes. I work at Happy Pharma. The name's supposed to sound cheerful. It's a massive building, a high-security maze of outdated offices, scattered labs, and signs about all the good things Happy Pharma does for the world. I worked as a low-level guard for about a year before they promoted me to stock mover. Said they saw potential. I think what they really saw was that I could keep my mouth shut. My new position is through another secure door, closer to the lab, closer to the action. It became clear pretty fast that the sounds aren't pipes, they're screams. After a while, you stop reacting. My new boss says it's part of a shock therapy program. If you shock the right part of the brain, he told me, you can get any response you want. He's smarter than me, so I figure he knows what he's doing. I basically move boxes from point A to point B, sweep, clean, and occasionally sit on my ass in the corner. I don't look inside the boxes. I don't know if I don't care, or if I don't want to know. I heard most people aren't paid 6 figures for this type of job. I never really questioned it. I never questioned anything. Why would I? If you were getting paid like a doctor or lawyer for simple tasks, would you? I'd see my boss occasionally, but most of the time he's through the next set of doors. Sliding doors of cold, dark metal. Behind them the screams that don't faze me. Part of me wants to see the inner lab, the source of the agony I'm hearing. One day, the boss pushed me aside. You're getting a promotion, he said. More pay, more responsibilities. I accepted, of course. Orientation's tomorrow. Update 2. I'll never forget the first time I entered the lab. The smell of blood, fear, and euphoria. It was a shock, but it became like home. They call it Adrenochrome, pure adrenaline, refined. We make Happy Pharma exclusive pick-me-up inhalers, an amazing product. They taste great too, a refreshing mountain breeze with a hint of menthol. The boss wanted me to try it, said I should know the product I'm selling. I've dabbled in narcotics, so I tried without much hesitation. And besides, the boss was doing it too. It's by far the best thing I've ever felt. The first time, I didn't sleep for 2 days. I didn't want to. It makes me feel unstoppable, fast, and free, like my full potential. Picking them up off the ground, cleaning their fluids, things that should disgust don't. Update 3. Do you know what happens if someone's fight or flight response is going off right as you extract blood? They say it can be refined into adrenochrome. Of course it never ends. That's why they need me. And I truly am the best at it. Inhale, mop up the blood, clean the excrement, pick up the limbs, discard bodies. A repeat. My routine for the last 5 years. I started inhaling double, then triple. It makes everything easier, I guess. At least I have the boss. He really believes in the product. Those people are scum, he said. Criminals, lowlifes, and freaks. But that doesn't explain why the screams cry of innocence. The boss always stayed 2 doses ahead of me. He said I could keep up one day if I worked hard enough. We grew close until one day he stopped showing up. I was never told why. I wish I could say I miss him. But the truth is I'm happy to get his share. Update 4. They sent me a trainee. I don't know where they got the guy. He can barely stomach the job. You'll get used to it, I told him. Everyone does. The first time we inhaled together he almost died, hyperventilating and nearly having a heart attack. They expect too much of me to work with that complaining little bitch. I bet if he knew how much more I was paid, he'd quit. At first he asked questions, didn't seem to like my answers. After the first 6 months he was never a problem. I saw the change after a month. He started doing the right things, obedient and low drama, right where they wanted him to be. So I guess he's not the worst. Besides, I do way less work now. He's basically my slave, but still, he's annoying as hell. Luckily I still have 7 of 10 doses to myself. I think I trained a decent employee. I'm just praying he doesn't ask for more doses. Update V. They call them whistleblowers. Company policy is immediate termination, so I try to run a loyal but dependent team. It keeps management happy. Still, after more than a decade at Happy Pharma, I've gone through dozens of trainees. It's inevitable. At first I thought termination meant contract termination. I always wondered if I heard the old boss's screams and didn't he know it? No, he wasn't a traitor. He loved the product. Nowadays, I'm the go-to guy with an all-access pass. I remember terminating this one guy. It was clear it wouldn't work out. Spiked his sandwich at lunch. I even got to choose the extraction method. For him, I went with a Greta extraction. It drives bone saws into a cage that the prisoner can dodge. Most don't last long. It's one of the better machines, though usually the potency is off the charts. But this kid was something else. He lasted nearly 2 days in the cage. Even management was in awe. I remember the mix of sweat and blood getting on one of the higher-ups. Hell of a stain. Had to rush her shirt to the launderer. Of course, in the end, I cleaned him up before finding a replacement. I don't want to fucking go like that. Just make it quick, god damn it. Dodging saws. Getting burned or electrocuted. I can't sleep. Fuck me. Thing is, I've been going steady with a girl. We inhale together. She was asking where I got all the inhalers, and I came clean. I didn't tell her everything, and my phone was off, but I'm losing sleep.